And we are back for the second half of Game 3 of the NBA Finals. Let's take a look at some of these important stats. In particular, how about fouls? OG Anunoby is playing with 2 fouls. Karl Anthony Towns also playing with 2 fouls. Mikal Bridges playing with 2 fouls. The Spurs have Castle with 2 and Carter Bryant with 2. So foul trouble is not really going to be an issue. Man, really hard to watch the broadcast right now, friends. Team stats wise, I think we talked about it a little bit. 58% from the field for the Knicks, 53.5% for the Spurs. Knicks turned it on there in the end of the second quarter. That's what happened. And they seized the lead, held it, and they got some calls and stuff. Okay, here we go. We're starting the second half. The Knicks will inbound. Here comes Brunson. He's covered by Castle. He'll dribble down across the timeline on the right-hand side. Castle will be forced to kind of drop back, then hug him again. OG Anunoby comes by, and the ball is lost. He tried to go behind his back. Anunoby was moving. It hit Anunoby's leg and went out of bounds. It'll be Spurs ball. A New York turnover to start the second half. Knicks by 7, 64-57. Here come the Spurs. Castle driving around this right-hand side, and now his pocket is picked, but he'll be run down by Fox. Fox chases it, flips it over to Champagny. Champagny sees an open lane, goes all the way down and makes the layup. All that action outside by the arc had left a wide open lane. And now here come the Knicks. Hart, he's got Champagny on him. Picks up his dribble. Champagny's right in his face. They swat at the ball, bat at the ball. It goes out of bounds, but stays with the Knicks. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Another turnover by the Knicks. Towns trying to pass it to Brunson after the inbound pass. Here come the Spurs very quickly trying to get back. Fox gets it over to Castle. Castle to Vic. Vic on the right-hand side directing traffic. Now back to Castle. He wants Champagny to come up and set a pick, and he does. Now Vic has the ball. He drives on Towns, goes right at him. He's in his chest, but Towns is playing great defense. Vic is forced to make a cross-court pass to Champagny, who will not only make the 3, but Brunson will jump into his space, and he will have a chance for the 3-and-1. Brunson is grimacing it on the floor after I complained about the Knicks doing it. See, that's what it does. Once one team starts to do the grimacing and falling down, then the other team starts to do the grimacing and falling down. And this is what I mean about the referees becoming involved. This is great defense by Towns on Vic. I must say, Brunson goes up straight, but he does land right in his zone. You can't do that. You've got to go to the side of the player. We've established that. It's a good call. Champagny comes down on the back of Brunson's foot, and his ankle turns a little. But that's exactly why the call is there, ever since that play against Kawhi and the Golden State Warriors, the Zaza Pachulia rule, as it became known briefly. Let's see. They're clapping because it's not a flagrant. I don't know if they challenged. They just were looking to see if it's worse than something else. Champagny catches that from Vic, goes straight up. Very clean body form. Nice job, Jew. Good bucket. He has not taken a lot of shots tonight. Champagny is 3 for 5 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3. He has a couple of assists, but he's been playing pretty good defense. He'll go to the line to try to complete the and-1 on a 3-point shot. Oh, he misses it. Wait, why is he getting another shot? He made the bucket, didn't he? I don't understand what's happening. Flagrant. I guess they called a flagrant. So he's getting 2 shots and the ball? Is that what's about to happen right now? Spurs just got 2 shots and the ball. So they took that really seriously, the closeout foul just now. Wow. Okay. So Castle now gets it to Champagne. Back to Castle. He is wide open. Nobody in the nearest county, and he misses the 3-point shot. I would have driven. Should have gone straight at the hole. Here comes Brunson the other way. He's got Castle on him. He's backing into him. Castle and he are bumping into each other. He spins, goes down the baseline. But Vic is down there. He swings it out to Anunoby, then gets it back. No, Anunoby still has it. Now he gets it back way up high with Fox on him now. Over to Hart. Hart back to Brunson. Brunson now has Champagne back on him on the switch. Champagne stays with him. Oh, the crossover. He splits the D, tries to shoot over Vic. Vic adjusted that shot. But Brunson, you know what he does? He doesn't give up. He goes to the other side of the basket, gets the rebound, and makes the nice little 2-foot swish. Nice job by Jalen Brunson. Man, the guy just never quits. Here come the Spurs. Castle gets over to Champagne. He takes a wide open 3 from deep. Again, I don't advise that so early in the clock, and he misses. Rebounded. Here come the Knicks. That was Anunoby, I think, on the rebound. Here he comes driving down the lane, and they can't touch him. That's a dunk by OG Anunoby driving down the lane. Vic had been pulled to the side by Karl Anthony Towns, wanted to avoid the alley-oop. Castle couldn't stay with OG. Now here comes Fox the other way, goes down the middle of the lane, puts up a left-handed kind of goofy-looking shot, but he's fouled. And will go to the line as it was in the act of shooting. Now over on the Blue Sky, and by the way, the Road Spur is only on Blue Sky. So this year I started doing this, and I'm never going to do this again. I'm never going to go on Blue Sky and post again after this year. I'm never going to call a game again. But I wanted a document of this year because these young men, we don't even know if these same young men will be here next year. And we have had an intimate look at their growth, and they are of a high quality. Foxy will make them both. And here come the Knicks. Brunson behind OG, dribbles it up. Castle stays with him. He's at the logo. Castle's just right with him. The two of them are just having a real contest out there. Now he switched. Champagne's on him. He swings around to the right-hand side. Champagne stays with him, stays with Brunson. Brunson looking to carve through the lane. He does, but Vic's down there. Now he stops his dribble, tries to get it to Towns, but the ball is stripped. Vic going the other way. Spurs running. Vassell, he is fouled, trying to flip the ball up to Victor for the alley-oop. Brunson. They're showing his moves with the ball. Boy, has he got some handles. But he got stopped right in the lane by Vic. And then when he tried to make a bounce pass to Towns, it was intercepted by the Spurs. Vassell at the line. He'll make it a 2-point game. Spurs came running down the lane, and Vassell had, I think, a 2-on-1. And Vic trailing, big, tall Vic. So the ball got batted, and he tried to flip it up, and his arm got hit. He'll make the second one, and it's a 1-point game with 9:08 to play in the third quarter. Here comes Mikal Bridges bringing the ball up. He's covered by Fox at the logo. He goes around a screen from Brunson, but picks up his dribble. Now Castle's right in his grill. He's swinging his elbows. He gets it over to OG. OG is covered by Vic way out at the 3-point line. He dribbles, steps back, pump fakes, doesn't shoot. Now he's got pass it. He gets it to Hart. Hart over to Brunson. There's a call away from the ball. Anunoby is on the ground. Gee, what a surprise. And away from the ball, there's another call here. Anunoby goes crashing on the ground. And Vic will be called for the foul. It'll be his second. What a surprise. OG Anunoby was on the ground. Now he gets the ball inbounded to him with Champagne on him way out of the 3-point line. He drives hard down the baseline. He's met by Vic, though. He can't go up. He's double-teamed. He swings it way out to Brunson. Brunson now dribbling against Castle. Bounce passes to Bridges. Looped out to Hart for 3. He front rims. Can't hit. Champagne will get the ball. Rebounded to Vassell. Vassell to Fox. He's got 1-on-4. But he challenges anyway. Goes into the middle of the paint against 4 guys. Idiotic, moronic. And is fouled. But truly stupid. I don't understand what we're doing. If we're now playing a game just trying to get the refs involved, this game is not going to be fun to watch at all. So it'll be Fox to the line. No, it'll be on the floor. So Spurs inbound. They get it to Vassell. Vassell around to Vic. Vic over to Champagny. Champagny at the top to Castle. Castle sees a lane, goes into the lane, flips it out to Fox, who will shoot a three from the corner. He's short. Castle, I don't know why he went into traffic there. He should have gone down the lane. He swung back and ran into another guy. Here comes Brunson now, going all the other way, runs into Fox, and he's falling backwards as Brunson throws the ball up, falling backwards, and it goes into the hole. Brunson gets crazy things to roll. He reminds me of Kobe in that way. You remember how Kobe would get these like insane? And of course, Michael. But with Michael, it just felt like he didn't need none of that. It just happened. Even the one where with Michael, I remember watching live, the one where he goes like this and it goes up over his head and down into the hole. Brunson looks at his hand because he's the man. He shoots the free throw and completes the N1. 4-point lead for the Knicks, 8:10 to play. Brunson with 20 now on 7 of 14. His game has definitely picked up. Okay, here comes Fox. Fox bounces to Vic, who has a clean look at a 16-foot jumper and splashes it. Boy, am I happy to see a clean jumper from Vic. At that range with nobody on him, he can hit. Okay, 2-point game. Hart to Towns. Towns covered by Fox way out high. So there's a mismatch there. There's nobody in the lane, but Vic is roaming. Fox tries to steal it, but fouls Towns on the arm. Is he going to go to the line? No, side out. Here comes KJ. Keldon Johnson. These are those crucial minutes. At the end of the second quarter, last game, he really blew it. And we need him. Okay, it'll be Brunson to inbound. 2-point game, 7:43 to play against Towns covered by KJ. Now KJ switches. KJ is on Brunson. KJ with Brunson way up high. He stays with him. Brunson goes around him. Now he's facing Dillon. He throws up a right-handed shot, wild shot, but misses. Vic gets the rebound, flips it to Harper. The Spurs are coming 3-on-2. They get it over to Vassell, who'll shoot a three on the 3-on-2 break. Damn you, Steph Curry. But we'll take it. And now here come the Knicks, and it's intercepted by Vassell at the other end, a cross-court pass. Knocked out of bounds by Devin Vassell. Quick hands, quick feet, and the splash three on the transition bucket. Spurs up by 1, 7:20 to play in the third. Fox will go to the bench, as will Champagny. It's KJ in there now with Dillon, Harper, Vassell, Vic, and Castle. And for the Knicks, it's Hart, Bridges, Anunoby, Brunson, and Towns, their normal starting five. Vassell covering Anunoby at the logo. He tries to dribble against him and go down the lane. Stops and shoots from about 26 feet and hits. Sorry, about 23 feet and hits. That's a two-pointer. Good bucket. Went straight up and shot over him. Spurs coming the other way. KJ driving down the lane. He's triple teamed and tries to go up, and he's fouled. Again, and he's saying, that's what I'm talking about. But I'm like, no, if you're triple teamed, that means someone's open, man. And if Vic comes running down the lane in that situation, it's a whole other ballgame for us. I don't understand why we're not doing that. KJ will now go to the line, totally cold. He's literally blowing into his hands to shoot a free throw. And bricks it. Saw that coming a mile away. Long off the back of the rim. So he will have gone down there, taken them on 1-on-4, and have missed them both. So an empty trip. Way to go, KJ! Vassell now covering OG, gets it to Brunson, who's got Castle on him. Way up at the logo. Castle swatting at the ball. Now they switch, so Vassell is on Brunson. Brunson goes around Vassell, flips it out to Hart, who will shoot a three from the corner and splash it. And he will also talk shit to Vic after hitting the jumper. Josh Hart does. Okay, here comes Castle driving all the way down the lane, misses the layup. Towns adjusted his shot. He missed the layup. Brunson coming back the other way and tries to make a bounce pass to Anunoby, but there's another turnover. Castle, on the previous trip, had a look right at the basket and just couldn't hit it. Brunson to Hart in the corner. Vic goes out to cover him. He splashes it, and then he stares at Victor. We're going to go to a break. De'Aaron Fox has 3 fouls and is on the bench. Jalen Brunson has 3 fouls and is playing. The Knicks are 9 of 19 from three-point range for 47%. Pretty darn good. And that's the kind of thing that'll make it a net strength. What do we say? Live by the 3, die by the 3. And tonight they're living by it. Spurs, on the other hand, eight for 20. Not terrible. Well, I don't know. So again, I called every game of the Western Conference Finals. You can listen to those if you want, the way I called them on the site. But at the end of the year, I won't be doing this anymore, and the channel will go back to being called MTK the Rightist, and all this basketball stuff will go over into playlists, and I'll be returning to regular life. As I said, the next project is going to be the reviews of the Ian M. Banks books, which I'm struggling to finish Windward because it's too dialogue heavy. I don't really read books that are all dialogue heavy like that very often. But I will say that's interesting about Banks is that he has different styles completely in the first 3 that I've read, and now the 4th one's different from those. So here we're talking about the science fiction. It's not a series because they're all independent books, but they're novels by a British sci-fi writer named Ian M. Banks, what they call the culture books, because it's in the future and that society is called the culture. So after the basketball, I think I'm going to be putting up my first review of the culture series of books, of which I've finished 3, and I'll be picking up finishing the 4th one here shortly. I'd like to finish 6 of them. He died in 2013. I don't know how many there are totally. The first one was 88. So I've read the one from 88, 89, 93, and now I'm in one that's from like 95, something like that. It was Elon Musk who said that the culture books are the ones, in his opinion, that most closely approximate the relationship that human beings will have with AI, which I thought was an insane thing to say. So that's what drove me to do it. That was in that interview with Dwarakesh Patel back in February, the 3-hour interview on YouTube that you can look at. And that motivated me to go back and read all his stuff, which I had never read. So I will be writing about that. Right now, though, it's all basketball all the time, and the Spurs and the Knicks in the finals of the association. Here come the Spurs. Castle has it at the timeline, 76-72 Knicks. He's got Hart on him. They throw the alley-oop pass to Vic. He's down low. He blows the layup, but Dylan Harper is there to clean up the trash. Interesting misses by Vic near the basket in both this game and the last game. Vic looks way more human than extraterrestrial in this series. Okay, Brunson gets it from Mitchell Robinson, shoots and misses, rebounded by KJ, a strong rebound. Outlet to Dylan. Dylan crosses the timeline, waits for everybody to get back, flips it over to Vic. Vic's going to take a 3. No, he passes down low to KJ. Beautiful. He faked the 3, and KJ went to the lane, just like we talked about. He passed it right to him, and KJ had the wide open layup, and that'll tie the game. Finally, good passing. No ISO. Here comes Hart the other way. Vassell on him. He'll get a pick from Mitchell Robinson. Go around it. Castle with Brunson. Brunson driving, tries to split, but Castle's in his face. He gets it to Hart. Hart comes down the lane, steps back, shoots. It'll rim out. Vic will get the rebound and get it to Castle with 5:10 to play. Here comes Castle. Victor trailing behind. He gives it to Victor. Victor will line up a 3 and shoot it, and he'll hit that. If Victor's feeling it, I guess this is what we're going to be doing. We need him. Here come the Knicks. Brunson lines up a three and shoots it. He's long off the back of the iron, but Shamet knocks the rebound back out to OG. OG steps back for three. KJ in his face. He misses. To his credit, OG doesn't fall down. And the Knicks get the rebound. Towns does. He gets it to Brunson. Brunson driving on Castle, stops, bumps into him, shoots. Sorry, that was Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson by the basket grabs the ball and is able to put in that shot that was either a pass or a shot. I don't know if Brunson was throwing an alley-oop, but it was in his hands. And he put it in the hole. And that's not Towns, by the way. That's Mitchell Robinson who has entered the game. They're showing that now. So he sees Robinson go. He's got Castle on him. He goes up, and then it looks like it's a shot. But it's so short that Mitchell Robinson catches it and then puts it up and in. At the other end, Brunson is going to get called against Dillon, I believe. And if that happens, that's going to be kind of serious, because I believe that'll be his fourth personal. It is. Jalen Brunson now with 4 fouls. Making faces at the ref. Dylan Harper to the line. Oh, he hit the front of the rim, bounced twice, and then crawled over and in. Spurs at the free throw line have not been clean. The young generation struggling with the discipline that is required. That's what I always loved about Jordan, dude. I remember his first time in the playoffs against the Celtics, and there was a foul in the Garden, and there's nobody on the court with 0 on the clock. He has to make the free throws to tie the game. Dylan makes the next one, and he does. Like, it was just epic Jordan stuff. Here we go. Knicks come down. It's Hart with Dylan on him. Hart dribbling, driving. No, passing to Shamet. Shamet covered by Vassell way up high. Steps, jab, steps, now dribbles. Tries to go around Vassell to the hole. He'll get called on the floor. Vassell and Shamet now bumping chests, clapping hands, and talking shit to each other. Vassell clapping, trying to not get a tech. The two of them are like... So Shamet drove against him. He had him beat. Vassell fouled him on the floor with the right hand. And Shamet goes, oh, is that the kind of party it's going to be? And Vassell smiles and claps. You know, I love Devin Vassell. I really do. He has showed up in this playoff run. The defense has been epic. He's had some really amazing blocks as well. Now, Mitchell Robinson will go to the bench. And in will come, let's see, I think Luke is coming in for Vic. Well, they've got Towns in, and Luke is on Towns. And now here's Jose Alvarado. He's double-teamed for a second, but now he gets it to Clarkson, who will fumble the ball. There's 2 on the shot clock. Clarkson in the lane. He'll take a shot and miss, but get his own rebound and put it back. Great effort by Clarkson there. San Antonio boy. Now here's Fox. Clarkson on him. He gets it to Vassell. Back to Fox. Clarkson swatting at the ball. He makes the pass to KJ in the corner. KJ drives down the baseline. He's got Shamet on him. He's trying to muscle him, and he does. And they're going to call a foul. I think it's against Shamet, and Shamet is glaring at the crowd. Or is it against KJ? If it's against KJ, let me tell you, this is only his umpteenth mistake. KJ went hard against Shamet there. It was against Shamet, and KJ will go to the line. Can he make a free throw? Yes, he can. .340 to play in the third quarter. The Spurs by 2 with Keldon Johnson at the line. He shoots the free throw. He's long. Ugly-looking shot. Rebounded by the Knicks. Okay, here comes Jose Alvarado playing point guard. He's pointing. He's giving directions to people. He gets it to OG, but before he can get it to OG, there's a foul on the floor as Luke and Towns and KJ were all wrestling for position. Way up high, by the way, outside the three-point arc. And a foul will be called, I believe, on KJ. And they're going to send OG Anunoby to the line. Keldon has 2 personal fouls. OG splashes the first free throw. They're showing the replay now. OG's coming down. Keldon is grabbing his jersey right in front of the ref. Grabbed his jersey. Not that the other guys don't do that, but you can't do that right when the ref is standing there looking at you, KJ. OG misses the second one, and Dylan Harper skies for the rebound there. Beautiful rebound by Dylan. He'll bring the ball back as a point guard at the logo. He's got Shamet picked off. He drives down the lane against Towns. He'll go up and flip it up and in. Luke ended up on the floor there. I don't know how. Dylan beat everybody to Towns and then managed to get it up in over him, 84-81. Here comes Jose Alvarado over to Towns, who will pump fake a 3, then drive down the lane against Fox. Shoot a layup and miss. Rebounded by Fox, who bats it to Luke. Luke gets it out to KJ. KJ bringing it across. KJ driving hard against Shamet. He wants to go at Shamet. Now he's double teamed in the corner, and the ball is taken away from him by Karl Anthony Towns. Not too smart, KJ. Here comes Jose Alvarado, fast all the way the other way. Tries to make a layup and misses. A wild layup because Dylan was right on him. Great defense there by Dylan Harper, who brings it back the other way now. He's dribbling up on the left-hand side. He's got OG on him. He goes into the paint, steps back, shoots from about 8 feet, misses. Luke fighting for the board, gets the board, and he's knocked down and fouled. It's going to be Shamet. Shamet putting his hand up quickly because he doesn't want it to be on Towns. They're playing that game now. The fouls are becoming an issue for them. Luke Cornett doing the dirty work, doing the hard work, always in there, fighting for the Spurs. I think we're going to a break. 2:33 to play. I think it'll be Cornett at the line. Shamet has 3, Brunson has 4, Towns has 2, Bridges has 2. Anunoby has 2. So Shamet wanted to make sure Towns didn't get 3 there. They didn't show the replay, so I don't know whether it was legit or not. But hey, that's how we watch the games nowadays, right? Certain amount of willing suspension of disbelief. It's entertainment. But as I said, I was a Spurs fan when I was a very young boy, and so as a kind of gift to the city of San Antonio, I remained one. And I do my best to represent them everywhere I go with an intelligent awareness of the game and of the Spurs philosophy, which is to pound the rock, do the work, play team defense. And then lately, volumetrics with our guards, that is to take more shots than you. And then, of course, the addition of the 7'4", probably 7'5" with his shoes, Frenchman, Victor Wembanyama, who is in a sort of category of his own on both ends of the ball. So integrating that into an offense has been interesting. Integrating that into defense has been successful. There have been a lot of passes that Vic should be able to dunk that just haven't gotten there the way they're supposed to. And I think it's really easy to say, God, why didn't he just throw it a little higher? Why didn't he just throw it right here? I don't think that's so easy when you're in Madison Square Garden and people are screaming their minds out and you're coming on a break fast or you're timing it perfectly with the pick and roll. I mean, Vic is tall, and that's a thing, but these guys are going to have to get better at it as the years pass. Which brings up the question of which of these guys will be with us next year. Well, we know Castle will, and we know that Dylan will, and we know that Vic will, and we know that Vassell will. I think Champagny has earned a job, but all my friends who are in Spurs press are like, Champagny's the exact kind of guy that the Spurs won't pay. They'll turn him into a real player, then they'll make the move. And he'll go to somewhere like New York, where he's from, you know. But I love Jew. I called him the most improved Spur this year, and I do believe that. Julian Champagny deserves a contract. I really hope we give him one. But the history says we won't. That's how you get a Derek White playing in the championship for the Boston Celtics. I always say, when you say his name, you should say former Spur Derek White, because everything he learned about defense, he learned in San Antonio. Long commercial breaks. Aeons. You could play a game of horse or 21 in the time these guys go to a commercial break. I should probably have some water. brought this clock today. You guys know how to read that? Okay, it's Luke Cornett at the line, and he will make the first free throw. That's military time. What's up there? Serious military time. And he will make the second free throw, does Luke Cornett, doing the hard work. And unlike KJ, making the free throws after doing the hard work. Here comes Jose Alvarado with Jordan Clarkson in the backcourt with him. Towns out there. They get it to Towns. He's covered by Luke. He pump fakes a three. Luke gets it in the air. He steps back for a three, passes it over to Jose Alvarado at the corner. Alvarado charges into the lane, passes it over to Shamet for three, and he splashes it, does Landry Shamet. Boy, those bench players for the New York Knicks have been exceptional. Meanwhile, Spurs come back. Castle gets it over to Champagny, back to Castle. Castle dribbling. He's got Bridges on him. He gets it over to Champagny, back to Castle. He gets a pick from Luke. Dribbles into the lane. Swings it all the way to Harper. Harper up to Champagny, wide open at the top of the arc, and he's going to hit that three. 89-84 Spurs. Nice ball rotation. That's what I'm talking about. As Victor comes to the scorer's table, getting ready to check back in, it's Alvarado covered by Castle, but he's picked up his dribble. Now he gets it to Clarkson. Clarkson covered by Luke, way out by the three-point line. He drives into the lane on Luke, goes up and puts up a shot, but it misses it, and Karl Anthony Towns is down there because Luke was pulled away to cover, and he gets the rebound and puts it back. So that'll be 89-86 Knicks. Coming the other way, it's Fox. They swing it over to Champagny. Champagny wants it. He asks for it. He shoots the three and misses. Castle almost gets the rebound. They bat it around. Here come the Knicks. Landry Shamet with the ball, dribbling. He's got Fox on him between the legs. Then over to Towns, covered by Castle. He gets Luke on a double team there. Now Luke and Castle surrounding Towns, swarming him. They're swarming him. He can't do anything. He can't get rid of the ball. He finally does to Clarkson. Clarkson gets it. He's getting Champagny on him with 1 second on the shot clock. He shoots the three and hits it. Unbelievable. Clarkson hits. Jordan Clarkson hits the three-pointer with 1 second on the shot clock. He's 2 for 2 from three. Here come the Spurs. Dillon with 39 seconds left in the third quarter, 38. 11 on the shot clock, 10. He steps back and he shoots a three, and he splashes that with confidence. Wow. 22 on the shot clock, 30 on the game clock. Here come the Knicks. It's 92-89 Spurs. There's Jose Alvarado. He's covered by Castle way out. Alvarado's directing traffic. He is out there making a difference. He gets it to Bridges. Bridges covered by Luke. Bridges drives into the lane, gets the free throw line, shoots, splashes it. Good shot. 92-91. This will be the last shot of the quarter. 10 seconds on the clock. 9, 8, 7. Dylan Harper. He's covered by Bridges. He drives. He goes around him. He's going to pull up for a three, but 2 on the shot clock. It bounces and rims out. Luke is down low. The Knicks will get the rebound, but they won't be able to get a shot off. It'll be Spurs by 1 at the end of the third quarter. Just get to milk their time. There, you milk their time. Got a little milk their time. Want a little milk their time there? This is the quarter of highest pressure on the San Antonio Spurs this year. And it's happening in Game 3 of the NBA Finals. A loss tonight, and the spirit's broken. A win tonight, and hope is revived. Got to leave it all on the floor in a place that's packed to the gills with celebrities and former basketball players and political representatives and noisy, insane, intense pressure. This is the Spurs' hardest test of the season. I mean, the Western Conference Finals had a narrative and a story of their own, but the Spurs beat the Thunder 8 times this year. So there was a kind of feeling that was a doable. Wembanyama has 22, Castle 18, Anunoby 22, and Brunson 20. They're the leading scorers of the game. As we head to the fourth quarter, the most important quarter of the Spurs season. That's what I'm calling it. It's in the NBA Finals. So it doesn't get much more important than this. Maybe a Game 7 like we had against Oklahoma City. That fourth quarter was important, but we were ahead, weren't we? "12 minutes to play in this game. The New York Knicks lead the series 2-0. The Spurs fighting for their playoff lives at Madison Square Garden, surrounded by the insanity of the USA. Young Frenchman seems pretty good. 22 points. Bench points tonight. Spurs 23, Knicks 20. Harper providing the bulk of them, and Clarkson. The two Filipinos are the two highest scoring players off the bench. That's nice. Filipinos. Woohoo, Filipinos. Fox now to Castle. He gets around. He's got Castle. He's got him. He's got him rolling. And again, the passes. Oh, my God. See, they set the pick. He goes to roll, and he just gave him a my bad. He's struggling to make the alley-oop pass to Vic in the right place where he wants it. And what's happening is he's getting fortunate, Vic, is that he's getting fouled by Towns. Now, that's going to be the third foul on Karl-Anthony Towns. Spurs inbound. Castle has it. He's covered by Shamet. He step jabs, tries to go down the baseline. Shamet pokes it away. Good job. Gets it to Harper? No, Fox, who bricks a three. KJ goes up for the rebound, and he's going to be fouled. Keldon Johnson finally gets a call to go his way on a rebound, and that'll be by Mikal Bridges. I don't think they're going to challenge. I haven't seen the replay. 11:35 to play. It'll be Spurs ball with 14 on the shot clock. KJ inbounds to Castle. Castle throws the alley-oop, and that time it's right where it's supposed to be. Unstoppable. And Victor flushes it straight down. Here they come the other way. Alvarado flying around out there. He'll take a three. It's a long miss off the back of the iron, but Shamet gets the rebound way down low and gets it back to Alvarado. They're going to reset. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Bridges, covered by Fox, way up high. He'll dribble down the right-hand side to the baseline. 4 on the shot clock. 3.1 on the shot clock, and Fox knocks it out of bounds. Here's that alley-oop. Towns is backpedaling. There's nothing he can do. When he's backpedaling and Victor's past you, that's it. You're done. But the pass has to be in the right place. My God, finally the pass was in the right place, and Victor finished. Meanwhile, Knicks have 3.4 on the shot clock, and Bridges will inbound. He finds Clarkson, who turns, spins, shoots with no time on the clock. Air ball, rebounded by Castle, coming the other way. Castle gets it to Vic. Vic eyes a three, but then passes it down to Fox. Fox is in the lane and will shoot a shot, but is fouled by Jordan Clarkson on a finger roll. The Knicks are all now looking like, oh, what do you mean, ref? Here comes the complaining. Brunson watching from the bench, getting valuable rest minutes here. As Fox goes to the line. Fox will rattle in the first one. Again, Spurs free throw shooting has not looked clean in all 3 games of this series. It's one thing to get to the line, but if you're going to score points in the paint and you get to the line and you don't hit the free throws, it's either an empty trip or a negative trip. Fox buries the second one. It's a 5-point game. 10:56 to play in this one. Here come the Knicks. Jose Alvarado bringing it up with Shamet. Alvarado directing traffic, telling guys to move around, and down low, Shamet is lying on his ass. No foul called. Shamet tried to get a call, fouled off Vic. Hey, look at that. Jordan Clarkson pocket picked by Fox. Fox will pass it over and he'll get knocked out of bounds as he tried to get it to KJ. And former Mayor Bloomberg just had Jordan Clarkson land on his. No, sorry. Jose Alvarado just landed on the former mayor of New York. Is that who that is? Anyway, 96-91. More opportunity for Disney to show people who don't matter. 19 on the shot clock. Spurs will inbound. It's Fox. He's covered by Alvarado. He gets it to Vic. Vic is covered by Towns way up by the three-point line. He dribbles, puts it on the floor, tries to drive, and then make a bad pass, a ridiculous pass. He was in the air and tried to pass it backwards like this, but it's tipped by the Knicks and out of bounds. 12 on the shot clock. It'll be Spurs ball. Vassell will inbound. He gets it to Victor. Way up high at the logo, who's got it on the floor now, dribbling against Towns. He wants to drive. I don't know. He's putting it between his legs, steps back, flips it over to Fox. Fox takes the three. It was a flat shot. Castle gets the rebound. He's triple teamed and blocked by Mikal Bridges. Takes another crazy layup with three guys on him. Why not dribble that out? 18 on the shot clock. Here come the Knicks. It's Josh Hart covered by Vassell way up high. Castle's on Towns. He's got his arms up. They get it to Bridges, covered by KJ. Bridges has got KJ on him. He dribbles. He's out by the arc. He puts it back the other way. Wants to go down the paint and then flips it to Shamet. Shamet will take a crazy three. Air ball. Good defensive sequence. Here come the Spurs. KJ up ahead to Fox. Fox is in the paint, but he'll slow it down. They'll get it out to Vic at the three-point line. Vic has to pick up his dribble. He gets it to Castle. 12 on the shot clock. Castle takes a three. I don't know why he did that. A terrible offensive sequence by the Spurs there. No ball movement. The ball was fumbled and handled around. Here come the Knicks the other way. Shamet takes a three and he misses. It's rebounded by Fox. He'll get it to Castle. He'll get it over to Vassell. He'll get it up ahead to KJ. He'll get it down to Vic down low. Vic is covered down low, and he'll be fouled on the floor by either Shamet or Bridges under the basket. Feeding Vic down low. The game plan that many Spurs fans wanted is becoming the game plan in this game. They draw fouls that way, or they get buckets. You can't defend him. He's too tall. It's very difficult to get a clean block on Victor Wembanyama. And the players who've done it, I've watched them do it. They're very good. I've seen some really incredible blocks this year. But that's not something that happens easily. They'll send Towns to the bench and Jalen Brunson after a long rest. I bet he's going to play the rest of the way. 9:18 to play in this one. It's a 5-point game. Spurs inbound to Harper. 15 on the shot clock. Harper dribbles. He's got Hart on him. He gets it to Champagny. Champagny goes down the lane. He gets a shot, but he misses. He had an open 8-footer, but he front-rimmed it. He couldn't believe he had that shot. 9 minutes to play. Here come the Knicks. It's Bridges driving hard down the lane. Stops, pops, shoots. He front rims. It's rebounded by Harper. Flying in there again is Dylan Harper. Harper brings it back the other way. He's dribbling against Shamet. Flips it out to Castle. Castle around to Champagny, who pump fakes the three, then goes into the lane and passes it to KJ for the beautiful layup. Nice ball movement by the Spurs. It's paying off. 8:38 to play. Here come the Knicks. Brunson gets a pick from Mitchell Robinson, who's out there now. Now he's trapped in the middle of the lane with a bunch of guys around him, but swoops underneath. Misses the layup, but Mitchell Robinson tips it back in. Wow, Brunson is so crafty, unbelievably crafty. Here come the Spurs the other way, 98-93. Dylan with the ball. He crosses over and then goes down the baseline. He's in the paint, gets it out to Vic. Vic passes it back to Castle. Castle to Harper. Harper will shoot a three. Terrible shot. Banks it hard off the iron. But they're going to call a foul in the paint on the rebound. I think it's going to be against Mitchell Robinson as he and Vic were going for the loose ball on the rebound. He's in front of Bridges. Bridges is holding his arm. So they're going to call Bridges for holding his arm. That's what people are doing. They're just grabbing Victor's physical body now and then acting like they're affronted about that. Bridges has 4 personals now. Brunson has 4 personals now. Landry Shamet has 4 personals now. But nobody else has 3. Victor at the line makes the first free throw. We don't have a 100 marker yet, so he's going to make the next one, but I'm going to use that as a 100. You add 100 is what you do. Okay, 8:10 to play. Here comes Jalen Brunson. He's walking up and Castle's on him. He'll get it across the timeline. He'll bring it up and he'll be fouled almost instantly when he gets across the line. They're going to call that on Castle. I mean, I just don't understand. But okay. 18 seconds on the shot clock. Brunson will inbound. He gets it up to Robinson and then carves his way to get the ball back. He is now in front of Castle. That's the dangerous spot. He gets it out to Hart, who will shoot a 3 from the corner. He front rims it and misses. KJ gets up for the rebound and gets it to Castle. Castle coming back the other way. He gets it to Vic. Vic at the top of the key, 17 on the shot clock. I mean, at the top of the three-point line. He takes a crazy deep 3, buries the 3, and he's going to get the end one because Mitchell Robinson fouled him. Wow. Victor hits the 3 and is sitting on his butt as now they're trying to pull him up. They pull him up. He's crouching. He's like smiling, though. Let's take a look at the play. Victor is way out there. So Mitchell can't cover him, but he's also up in the air before he lets go of the ball. There's nothing Mitchell Robinson can do. He fucks that up. The pump fake by Victor got him in the air. Then he buried the 3. And let me tell you what, that was all right. That was all right. Spurs up 10, and Victor will be shooting the and one when we return. It's a lot of pressure to play in front of all those people in that place. And these young men have a lot to be proud of tonight. The first 2 games, by comparison, here at home. But I'll tell you what, the Knicks have done this before. Spurs up 10 with 7:45 means next to nothing because the Knicks can chew it up just like that. Backs against the wall on the road for the Spurs in Game 3. They've turned up to play their best basketball of this series. At least we have some good basketball. I mean, I don't know what to report. I guess I could tell some. Both the Knicks and Spurs are shooting 49.3% from the field. Spurs are shooting better from 3 now. 11 for 29. There's 37.9, basically 40%. And the Knicks are at 40%, 40.7. The Knicks are out rebounding the Spurs 37 to 30. And offensive boards 9 to 5. The Spurs are out assisting the Knicks 26 passes to 15. The Knicks have more blocks, surprisingly, but the Spurs have more steals. The Knicks' turnovers have been a problem. 12 turnovers for the Knicks tonight, just 6 for the Spurs. So they reviewed that, and the Knicks challenged, that's why, but the challenge was lost. So it's overturned the call. And, or no. What happened? Oh, he won. I don't know what happened there. So somehow they won that. But okay, that should have been Vic for 3, I thought. Here comes Brunson the other way. Well, when you don't watch it, look what happens. You don't know what's going on. I mean, when you can't hear it, look what happens. So they challenged. What did they challenge? Man, challenge it? Dude, the association's a joke. Corporate basketball is... What's fun about this? We go to another break. I should probably read what happened on the play-by-play. Where is the play-by-play? Oh, this one doesn't have a play-by-play. Well, whatever. Some bullshit happened, and Vic's 3 was erased. I don't understand why the bucket doesn't count. Are they saying offensive foul? Wow, man. So you have to remember, I don't listen to any audio. I'm only looking at what I'm looking at and what they show me, which is critical to the whole point of this. If we're talking about being critical of how the media is covering these things and projecting them, which to some degree I am, because this is just so horrible. You know, all this ugly garbage. So little basketball. Yeah, the Spurs got a new play-by-play player, radio announcer. I think his name is Dan Weiss. And I've been listening to him a few times here and there. Pretty good. I like the way that guy calls games. I don't know what the call was there. I feel like I should go to ESPN and find out using the stupid thing. Because of my want to know, as they say. What happened at 7:45 in the fourth of this game? That's what I want to know. You horseshit people. People are all horseshit. That's what I'm actually saying. And though I've watched this game for 52 years, it's really not very pleasant to watch now because of the amount of horseshittedness that your generation has brought to it. Okay, they're showing it again. Oh, KJ. KJ pushed Mitchell Robinson in the back. KJ pushed Mitchell Robinson in the back. They finally showed it again. That was an offensive foul on KJ, who once again is blowing the game. He goes to the bench. It's now Fox with the ball. Gets it over to Dylan. Dylan to dribble against McBride. Loops it over to Fox, who will shoot a three. Long. Boy, Darren Fox having a terrible, terrible. It's knocked out of bounds. Vic is saying challenge. Finally, this idiot challenges in the fourth quarter. I'm sorry to call him an idiot, but this challenging thing has been stupid all year. He doesn't use it all game, and then at the end, finally, he goes, oh, yeah, we can use these as timeouts. Vic is saying this is the guy grabbing his arm. Carl Anthony Towns is grabbing his arm as he's trying to get the rebound. And the game has turned into this now. Challenging, and then slow-mo replay, and the referee. So in a lot of ways, Mitch and them not knowing how to do it is a lot like Pops calling the three a circus shot. The Spurs mentality is we don't need that. We don't need that. You know, ethical basketball, the beautiful game will bring us the win. But that's moronic when you're playing the Lakers or the Knicks or these teams with a lot of, you know, they're going to work the refs. I mean, the way OKC worked the shit out of the refs, you know. So the Spurs have failed this year to learn properly how to. The coaching staff, Mitch Johnson down, have failed to learn how to use the challenge effectively. I would give them a C, solid C, maybe a C plus on that one aspect of coaching this year. I've mentioned it numerous times on my Blue Sky account since the beginning of the year. And I maintain that that is a failing of this team. Even just there, he almost didn't challenge that. Vic is like screaming at him to challenge it, you know? The fans are not standing up and cheering while the referee is talking, so I think they are going to call the foul here. Successful challenge? Is that what they're going to call here? Call overturned. Vic will go to the line. Successful challenge by the Spurs. You can count them on one hand probably for the whole season. Vic at the line. You'll make the first one. Lines up the second, and you'll make that one too. Spurs going up 7 with 7 minutes to play-ish. Here comes Brunson. He's got Dylan on him. Boy, that matchup has been thrilling to watch. Castle, too. Brunson always using that arm. Very physical player, very good player. He's on the baseline. He's dribbling. Now Vassell's got him, and then he gets it to OG. OG will take a shot from the free throw line. It'll rattle in. To his credit, he didn't fall down. He just backpedaled. Every time he doesn't fall down, I give him credit. OG Anunoby. Because he's an actor who flops. Fox now. Up high, 9 on the shot clock, 8. Fox will drive down the middle of the lane, make the left-handed layup beautifully. That's 104.97, 6:25 to play. Here come the Knicks. Jalen Brunson. 6:18 to play. Jalen Brunson. He's covered by Dylan. He gets a pick, and now Victor's on him. He's going to go down to the baseline, flip it to McBride, who will take a crazy three. He's short. Dylan gets the rebound. He's running hard the other way. He wants to go up himself and will drive down the lane and take a crazy shot, spinning around backwards and get blocked. He went 1-on-3 for no reason. Knicks come the other way. Towns front rims a 3, but we can't get the board. Brunson gets the board, goes back up and makes a layup. And he might even have gotten fouled. Oh, you know they're going to give him a foul. That ball was swatted by Vassell. and it ended up in Brunson's hands. And he got the N1 by Okay, here we go. 4-point game, 5:54 to play. Here come the Spurs. Castle with it, brings it across the timeline. He gets it over to Dylan, who's covered by Shamet, over to Fox. Fox gets a pick from Vic. Vic rolls down the lane. They try to throw the alley-oop. Vic gets it, but he can't dunk it, but he kind of just taps it in. So he gets the alley-oop layup, we could call that one. But they're running that play now, especially when they can get Towns away from the basket. Spurs by 6, 5:27 to play. Fox tries to pick Brunson's pocket. He's in the corner. He bounces it off of they're arguing about who has the ball to go out of bounds. I don't know if there's a challenge or not. The Knicks are saying it's their ball. The Spurs are saying it's their ball. It is. Brunson inbounds it, meanwhile. There's craziness on the floor. The play started. There was no play to have. The whole place is going crazy. Fans, the rookies are oh, man, this is just dumb stuff happening now. Nobody knows what's going on. The referees are talking. Jalen Brunson had been trapped in the corner. He took the ball and threw it off of Dylan to make it go off of Dylan, but it hit him and went out of bounds. So the fact is it's out of bounds on Jalen Brunson. And then the Knicks tried to just run the play. And the referee said, no, that's not right. The ball hit him. So now it's no, it didn't. I guess it doesn't. It's going to be this Knicks ball. I don't understand what happened there. So it's Knicks ball. Shamet will inbound now, though. Shamet looking for, I don't know, but he gets it to him way up high. Champagne on him. I don't know. He steps forward, takes a step back three, well short, but rebounded by Hart. Gets it out to Shamet, who takes a three, rims in and out. Vic taps it to Champagne, who gets it over to Castle. Castle bringing it down with 5 minutes left. 6-point lead for the Spurs. They get it to Fox. Fox drives all the way down the lane, takes the jumper. He front rims it. Josh Hart does not call for shoving Vic in the back, but okay. Brunson comes down the lane. He fumbles it into Champagne's hands. Here comes the Spurs the other way. Vassell to Vic. Vic slows it down. Now he dribble drives into the lane. He goes against Shamet all the way to the hole, and he is fouled as he goes up. Shamet will have 5 fouls. Frowning in that way he does. Vic will go to the line. A lot of crazy play out there right now, if I'm being honest. Is this basketball? I mean, I don't know what it is. It's just a bunch of people, millionaires, really, pretending they're falling, looking for calls. I mean, Vic there, he knew he was going to get fouled. I mean, he did try to make it, but it's just hard to enjoy basketball like this. The finals has become a competition of things that aren't play, but it kind of manipulation, and that's why all the spurts too, right? The spurts are a result of that. Oh, 25, 5 and 5 for Vic. He's the second player to do that since Tim Duncan. He'll make the next free throw as well. It's an 8-point game, 4:50 to play. Here come the Spurs. I mean, the Knicks. That's going to be Towns with Vassell on him. He flips it to Brunson, who carves all the way down to the lane, takes an 8-foot jumper. He's long. Vic gets the board, flips it to Fox, and then to Dylan. It gets tapped. Dylan coming back, 4:34 to play. The Spurs should try to eat clock. They're up at 8. Vic sets a pick. Dylan doesn't need it. He goes down the lane, spins, tries to go up, and the ball is knocked out of bounds. It'll be Spurs ball with 10 on the shot clock. Dylan trying to do it all there. And I guess we're going to go to, guess what? A TV timeout. Is that what this is? It doesn't say anywhere up there that anyone called timeout. It must be a TV timeout. Oh, my God. What is the bloody point? coconut water. They're showing Dylan going up. I don't know if they've challenged, but they're trying to see who knocked it out. I don't know what's going on as usual because I can't have audio. Can you guys even? Wow, that looks like a clean block by Ananobi on Dylan Harper. Well, it is. They didn't call a foul, but they're checking the out of bounds. And it is Ananobi, I believe. Oh, the Knicks did challenge it. No, no way. They flipped it. Oh, that's good. Coconut water. Well, this could be the first. Well, no, that's not necessarily true. So I'm not going to say that. I guess it's a turnover for Dylan. Although it looked to me like it went off of OG Anunoby's hand. That's at 4:03, by the way. 4:03 of the fourth quarter. Man, so many situations. Okay, here come the Knicks. Josh Hart, Castle playing on Brunson in the backcourt. He's hugging him. They can't get the ball to Brunson. Now Castle switches. He's on Hart. He gets to stay with him. He goes around. They bounce pass down low. Victor blocks Shamet, who passes it around. They get it around to Towns. Towns to Brunson around the corner. Boy, the Knicks going all the way around. Shamet drives down the middle of the lane, and Victor blocks that shot out of there and gives a pump with his fist. Shamet tried to go up against him, then ended up looping it all the way around and getting it back and tried again, and this time he was blocked. Fox coming the other way, kicks it out to Vic. Vic wants to shoot a three. He's pumped up. He front-rimmed. Not a good decision, Vic. They get it back to him, charging down the lane, and he'll make the left. Oh, he blows the left-handed layup. He's not left-handed. He's been working on those, but he missed the left-handed layup. Now at the other end, Dylan's going to get charged with a foul on Jalen, the crafty Jalen Brunson. Vic shouldn't have taken that three. Here's Shamet trying the layup, and Victor hounding him. Victor le Ressort. Victor the Restrictor, making the beautiful block on Landry Shamet in the finals. Victor le Ressort, springing back up for that block on Landry Shamet. Brunson makes the free throw to make it a 7-point game. But then Vic went down the other end and yanked up a three. You got to eat clock. So I was a little disappointed in him getting all excited and then going down the other way and thinking he was going to ice the game when there's 3:49 to play and you're in their house and it's the Knicks. See, it's the decision-making of the young men, the impatience that bites them. And the Spurs way is about something different. So it takes time to learn. You know who never learned it? Richard Jefferson, worst human on the earth. Don't ever listen to him. Don't ever give him a contract. Don't ever let him call a game. That is a piece of garbage. The way he treated us and our organization, you are garbage, Richard Jefferson. And you're just a millionaire who's just trying to get it. I just want to get on the air. That's all you are now, you joke of a person. What are you? You got no skills. You never had any skills. You just kept eking your way on a team so you could get a ring. And then you screwed us on your way to doing that. Millions of dollars, and we're a small market, Richard Jefferson. Then you left here and talked shit about the place. There's nothing honorable or respectable about you, and no one can learn anything about basketball from you. You don't belong up there calling games. Go take your money and go, Capri, or whatever the hot spot now is. Well, there's a watch party down at the Frost Bank Center. I guess they're showing now cameras of fans all over the place. Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, Central Park. But it'll be Brunson to take the second free throw. He's going to make it. I know this because I can see the head score when I look down. Okay, so in 32 minutes, Jalen Brunson has 26 points on 9 of 22. Spurs have done a good job playing defense on him. Victor inbounds to Fox. 3:38 to play. It's a 6-point game. Here comes Fox across the timeline. He bounce passes it over to Castle. Castle gets a pick from Vic. Vic rolls to the hoop. They pass it over to Fox. Fox goes down the lane, stops, and falls down with the ball. Call time, call time. He can't call time. He tries to flip it to Dylan, and it's a turnover. De'Aaron Fox sitting on his butt, can't do anything, and doesn't call time. Tries to get to Dylan, and it's a turnover. Just exactly the blood in the water we didn't want. Now Brunson with Castle bumping him at the timeline. He gets a weird pick from Towns. Brunson picks up his dribble, gets it over to Bridges. Bridges back to Brunson. Brunson is now covered by Vic, but Fox will come over. They pass it to Bridges down low. They'll get out to Towns for 3. Towns will miss the 3, rebounded by Dylan Harper. 3 minutes left in this game. That would have been a huge bucket had it fallen. As it stands, it's a 6-point game. Castle dribbling right, crossover, goes down the middle of the paint, tries to get it to Dylan, does. Then they round it out to Vassell, who'll shoot a 3, front rims and misses, rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. He had a wide open look there. Dev's got to hit that. Here comes Jalen Brunson the other way. He's got Vassell on him. Vassell is trying to stay with him tight, and he does. He tries to go down the lane. There's Vic. Can't do that. He gives it to Hart and gets it back. But then he gets Vic in the air, goes down the lane, and is blocked by Dylan Harper. What a play by Dylan Harper. And then he taps it to Towns, and Towns is blocked out of bounds by Fox. There's 4.7 seconds left on the New York shot clock. So Brunson splits the defense, goes up, nobody fouls him, and Castle blocks his shot and tries to swat it. It goes to Dylan. Dylan saves it, and then they tap it to Towns, who goes up, and he's blocked out of bounds. 4.7 on the shot clock. Knicks will inbound. They get it to Towns under the basket. He is blocked by Victor Wembanyama. Out of bounds. No foul called. 3.2. He's going like this. What? How could it be? Covering his face. You guys are a joke. Victor's 7'5". All he has to do is poke that ball looking down at you. 3.2 on the shot clock. They're showing the inbound. They don't have time to show it. Here they come. Brunson driving, stops, shoots from the free throw line on the right-hand side, and swishes the jumper. 108, 104, 2:19 to play. Here come the Spurs. Only 4 points, 2 minutes left, and 15 seconds, 13 now. 17 on the shot clock. Castle with the ball at the logo. The Knicks are fighting. They want to win this thing. Their desire is Castle directing. He's sending Vassell away. They give it to Vic. 5 on the shot clock. 4 on the shot clock. 3 on the shot clock. 2 on the shot clock. Vic will have to take a shot. Somebody will. Castle takes a crazy deep 3 and hits it. Unreal. That was a deep shot with no time on the shot clock, and Castle buries it. I would call it lucky, but I guess that's what he's been doing tonight. He has been hitting threes. Meanwhile, the Knicks coming back the other way. It's Bridges. He has it batted away. He tries to get it to Brunson, and they do. It's Fox on Brunson. He's dribbling at the logo. 6 on the shot clock, 5 on the shot clock, 1:34 in the game. They get it to Bridges, who'll shoot a 3 over Vic, but he's short. Rebounded by Dylan Harper, who'll get it to Fox. There is a degree of resignation in the body of the Knicks now. 16 seconds to Vic. Vic back to Castle, 14 on the shot. 12 on the shot, 1:18 in the game. They're just letting time tick away. Castle dribbling, 8 on the shot clock, 1:13 in the game. He gets a pick from Vic. He goes around it, tries to find a way to go, flips it over to Dylan. Dylan will shoot a 3 with 1 on the shot clock. Bounces out, rebounded by Josh Hart. Hart pushing it the other way. 1 minute on the clock to Anunoby. Anunoby drives against Vic, goes all the way down. It's blocked, but fouled is Anunoby. Victor tried to block his shot and fouled him. So Anunoby will go to the line. To his credit, he did not fall down. He stayed standing up. We figured out which one in the Eastern Conference is the most like SGA. It's OGA. It's SGA and OGA. Oh, OGA misses. He misses the free throw. 59.6 seconds. Although that was a clear foul by Vic on OG Anunoby. Don't get it twisted. 6 for 8 from the free throw line. He lines up the second free throw. And he'll make it. And it's a 5-point game with 1 minute to play, 59.6 seconds to be exact. And the Spurs will inbound from under their own basket, and there's press. They get it to Fox. Fox dribbles casually up, and backpedaling is Anunoby against him. He gets to the logo. He asks for a pick from Vassell, gets it. Brunson briefly on him, but they switch back. Now Brunson is on him. He backpedals, drives down the middle of the lane, kicks it to Harper, who will shoot a three from the corner. It'll rim out. 38 on the game clock, 6-point game. Here come the Knicks. Brunson will shoot a three, cans it. It's a 2-point game. No, it's a 3-point game. I guess that was a 2. 27 seconds left, 17 on the shot clock, 16, 15, 14. Spurs by 3, 20, 12 on the shot clock, 20 on the game clock, 10 on the shot clock. Fox is dribbling. He's dribbling. He's going at Anunoby. He crosses him over, goes to the free throw line and takes a shot and hits it. From the free throw line, shaking off OG Anunoby. Finally, Mr. Clutch, Mr. Fourth Quarter, who has been absent in this thing. He gets a huge hug from KJ on the bench. He steps back and at the free throw line with Towns behind him and OG in front of him, he cans the jumper. And the fans go nuts in San Antonio. I am the Road Spur. I've been calling the Western Conference Finals and now the Finals. Just working on my radio voice because it's something I haven't done in many years. This is my YouTube, so I can say and do whatever I want. So if you don't like it, go make your own. That's what I say. I make my own because I can't listen to these people and the way they produce their coverage of the games anymore. It's unbearable to my ears. And just drowning in the corporate muck of the experience to just get a few moments of good basketball is a misery, I would say. Not like when I was a child in the 70s watching the game or the 80s. Or even in the 90s when we watched Jordan, or in the aughts with T-Mac and Vince Carter. Steph Curry and the Dubs changed it. And the modern game, with the three-point shot being no longer a circus shot, but an imperative element that can change any game in a minute, has become what volumetrics is about. When you watch a team like Charlotte this year, or anyway, 12.2 seconds left. Spurs by 5. The Knicks will inbound. It's Hart. Can't find anybody. Finally gets it to Anunoby, who will shoot a three with Dylan in his face and hit it. Wow, 9.4. And it's a 2-point game. Ooh, what if the Spurs miss free throws? We were just talking about how the Spurs, being very young, the youngest team out there in the playoffs, and they missed 8 free throws in the second game and lost by 1. Now here, the Knicks obviously have to foul, right? They're down 2. Anunoby here. Dylan doesn't foul, stays on his feet. He just makes actually it hit the back of the rim and went in from the corner. Anunoby gets that one to drop. Each team has 1 timeout left. The Spurs still have a challenge, of course. There's like 9 seconds left, and these guys still haven't even used their challenge, right? Oh, man. I mean, the theory is conservative, and it just never pans out. So sorry to be a broken record on this, but all year I've been complaining about it. Somebody kill Richard Jefferson's mic. He has nothing worthy to say. He's not a valuable human being. He already has all his money that he took from us. Why don't you go away, man? No one wants to see your ugly face and listen to you talk. Sitting here trying to chisel your way back into the NBA as an announcer and a commentator after stealing millions of dollars from the San Antonio Spurs in a manipulation that you openly discussed as like, haha, took your money and left. Nah, I don't want to listen to you talk. I'd rather talk. Okay, 9.4 seconds. And the Spurs have a guy way down deep, but they're going to inbound near the side logo. They'll get it to Fox. Fox will get it back to Castle. Castle will hold the ball, and he is fouled with 6.8 to play. It'll be Castle going to the line. I already know what's going to happen, so I'm going to flip that. He makes the first one. Yeah, as I said, these are my documents of the games. I'm calling all the games. So, and he makes the next one. So it's a 4-point game. Oh, wait, no. Oh, was that a 3? That's crazy. Or am I just getting distracted? Mitchell Robinson will come in now. Fox and Harper are out there. It's 114-111. So I guess Castle dribbles at the line, sets up and shoots and makes the next one. So it's a 4-point game with 6.8 to play. To them, a 2 and a 3 are the same with 6.8 in a 4-point game, I think. Not the same, but I mean, you got to stay within reach. So if you can quickly make a 2, it's better than working it around to try to find a 3. Perimeter defense is going to be a big deal right now. Oh, here we go. First pair of teammates aged 22 or younger, where each of them have 20 or more points in a finals game. Wembanyama and Castle, first time ever. Yeah, we are the youngest, and that is what has made this exciting and fun. But Spurs are 10 for 10 from the line this quarter. I'm so pleased to see that. I mean, there's not much to tell here. It's a 4-point game. There's 6.8 ticks on the clock. The Knicks will have to score quickly. Shooting a 3 would make it a 1-point game. The 2, a 2-point game. I'll just do that math for you. And we can go to Richard Jefferson, and he can do that math for us. Watching this broadcast has been a nightmare of having to look at all these irrelevant human beings that they're constantly focusing on for their whatever place in pop culture. Okay, Hart will inbound. He's got Victor Wembanyama's huge wingspan standing in front of him. Hart looking for somebody. Now Brunson cannot get free from Castle. They get it in to Bridges. Bridges will turn around for a 3. It's a brick. The rebound goes to Brunson, who knocks it out of bounds. But I think Castle got a hand on it. I'm not sure. Is it going to be Spurs ball? No, it's going to be Knicks ball. 2.1 seconds left. 4-point game. Knicks ball. 2.1 seconds. Brunson with Vic again bouncing. They'll get it to Anunoby. He'll shoot it the last 3 of the game, and he will miss. And that will be the final. 115-111. Spurs win game 3. I'll be doing this again. Join me. Don't. Really doesn't matter to me. I'm just trying to practice and get high and enjoy the games without getting enraged by the idiots who are covering it.